I got a chance to look out the window today and see, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of Towson University alums having a great time coming back for homecoming. Something that warms my heart greatly. For those who came, it's great seeing you. For those who stayed, I love you. Now, for my guys, I don't think I can remember, it's probably because I have a bad memory, the last time I was more proud of a football team. They've been through a lot and have every reason to fall apart. In today's right now social media, you gotta be a rock star. Everything's a human highlight film. Every reason in the world to shut it down. People telling them they're worthless and stuff. And they hear it all the time. Mental toughness, oh yeah, ton of it. Except they didn't have to do it alone, they did it together. And we said in the locker room, well, we said all week, we weren't gonna let the moment ever be bigger than us anymore. And whatever bad happened, we were gonna rise above it, we were gonna do it as a team. And we were gonna finally play this game the way we could. There ain't no more puppies anymore. I could sit here all night and talk about how proud I am of these guys. And it wouldn't be long enough. I love them, I really do. And for the alums, homecoming versus Delaware. Hope everybody had a good time. Ask them a bunch of questions. They're awesome.
Ryan, can you talk about that last throw? I think you just missed Callahan on the right side by inches, and then you threw 20 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, that was a couple plays before, and we talk about, as quarterbacks, it being a new play every play, so that was already lost in my memory because we had 30 seconds and we had to score a touchdown to win a football game. And, I looked out to the right, we had Jabari, but they had their best secondary player covering over top, so I wanted to stay away from him. Just gave Sam a chance. He made a great play.
Can you talk about that fourth quarter? It seemed like you guys offensively sort of gained confidence as it went on.
Yeah, it was a crazy fourth quarter, and there was for once in a while there was a good, confident calm in our offense. We had that drive. John made a great play, scoring a touchdown, put us down one possession, and then we see that the punt muffed, and no one blinked an eye on the offense. We knew what we had to do. We knew we were still down a score, and we just got the ball, had 4 minutes, and we executed.
On the defensive side of the ball, a couple big runs early in the third quarter, but then you guys kind of buckled down later in the game. Can you just talk about what led to that?
We just had to buckle up real quick because we knew from last week we messed up, let New Hampshire run over 300 yards on us. So we knew for this week they was going to run the ball up in the middle on this hard ball, but we had to stop it real early so they could pass the ball because they known for rushing, not passing.
What was the key as far as getting to Caruso? Because he's obviously a mobile quarterback, but you got a lot of pressure on him.
The key was for the back end, just for have good coverage so he could pat the ball and let the D line just make plays because we're going to get there just in a matter of seconds.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Here, I'm athletic. You're not. Y'all don't have to ask me nothing. I'm good.
No, I mean, beating Delaware at homecoming is getting better.
Does it get any better? Yeah, it does. Beating teams to go to the national championship is better. But in years like this, and the hard times, when everything's stacked against you, when they're supposed to beat you stupid, and responding time and time and time again. Does it get any better? I don't know. I know what's good though. I know watching all them young guys, all them young puppies that get forced to play, and watching their eyes change from a wide-eyed puppy, that's the best way to describe it, to a young man with a purpose who's responsible for something greater than himself. And it's one of the most heartwarming things to see it, but it doesn't get any better until they're rewarded for it. I love my team.
The offensive line changes tonight. Do you think that had something to do with the more production on offense?
Hell no. Are you serious? Like, how many starters are actually left? Matt Kaufman? He might be the only starter completely and utterly left who has played this entire season. This is with glue and toothpicks, will and want to.
So there was an injury related. It was not.
Every single one of them's injury related.
But you moved Antonio to right guard. I mean left guard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I didn't have another guard that was good. No, there's a reason those guys were backups, and both guards are gone. So we had to figure out a way to get this done. This might have been the best coaching job done by this offensive staff in the last 9 years, to find a way to beat those guys who are bigger than us, they are faster than us, they are stronger than us, and we did it with backups. I could not be more proud of the players or the coaches. This is not some magical shuffling job on my part. This is us holding on for dear life and still finding a way. Like the excitement I have for those guys who stepped up. They got the call, didn't know when their number was going to get called, and they stepped up and played their guts out against a team that was supposed to beat this. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. No.
So Vincent Migley is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You feel, and I talked about, I'm not going to tell Ryan this, but fourth quarter, it seemed like, the offense really struggled all year, but something happened. There was a switch that seemed to go on, maybe?
Well, honestly, we won the battle as a team in that part of the fourth quarter. Remember, we went from the 50-yard line to score the winning touchdown. It's not like we had to drive from the 1. We've been screwed with field position every single game I can possibly remember. We lose the battle of field position almost every time. We've started inside the 5, the -5, more times this year than probably any year in my 9 years back here. So we did a great job on defense, did a great job on special teams, put us in a good position to be in a more aggressive mode offensively. Ryan did play better in the end. There's a lot, and we called a good game at the end.
Would you say the Simmons touchdown that kind of turned that around?
Well, it's the first pass play over 20 yards I can remember. I don't know. That maybe Jabari when we were St. Francis, but it's something we needed. We needed a spark, and we're doing the right things. We're doing them hard. We're doing them somewhat well but we needed a spark, and that was it. And then getting the 2-point play in a really unorthodox fashion that was planned, I'd say at that point, I don't know if they believed in the stands, but we all believed.
After the Monty Fenner third down made big pass breakup, can you just talk about how big that stop was?
We actually talked about this, like on the sidelines and everything, that if we could force a field goal, we were going to win the game. And that was, everybody said that. We can force a field goal, 7 points wins your ball game. And defense knew it, and the offense knew it, and it was kind of humming. It was a great play by him, but it's a couple great plays on first and second down to put us in that position too. I said at the end in the locker room with the team, they go, offense scored at the end of the game. Yeah, offense didn't win this game. Defense didn't win this game. Special teams didn't win this game. Towson Tigers won this game.
As kind of slow as the game started out, you came out at halftime. What do you think was like the pivotal spark that got the team amped up to win this game when they made that touchdown 35 seconds? Yeah, obviously to win the game during the fourth quarter.
Probably the pass play to Simmons, the 39-yarder. That touchdown gave us a spark.
What does this kind of win do for you heading to Elon next week?
What does it do for us heading to Elon? It doesn't do anything for me. But for these guys, for the young ones who haven't had a taste of beating a ranked team, of playing a team that's supposed to be better than you, what it does is takes a sledgehammer to the glass ceiling in their mind, that they believe that there's a possibility that they can do this. And don't get me wrong, it may not happen all the time to start, but once you crush the ceiling, anything's possible. We've been there before.
Talk about the puppies, but the older guys make the plays at the end. So Gallahan, too, on that play. What'd you see there?
Just what we talked about today, that I said that in a very short order, those old guys are going to be sitting in the stands, and they're going to be watching the guys on the field. I want you to take a second and reflect on that. When you're that guy, what do you want to see out of the guys on the field and make sure that you're worthy of that kind of respect as a player so you can look for it as alum. And the old heads played their hearts out tonight.
How'd you feel with 35 seconds left? You scored a touchdown, kicker kicks it out of bounds. But, you know, and they have a very good field goal.
Yes, oh, I'm very aware.
What was the range, did you think, 35-yard line?
Maybe a little bit closer. Maybe a little bit closer. I mean, he's pretty good, but when we were talking about which way to go, I put our backs to the scoreboard and our face to the wind in the third quarter for that sole reason. I wanted to win if we needed a field goal in the fourth, and I wanted to stick it to them if they needed it in the fourth too. What was I thinking? That I was kind of hoping that Lady Luck didn't turn her back on us again, and I just kept saying the same thing I said when we muffed a punt, or we blocked a guy in the back for a 40-yard return that would have set up a score. Said the same thing to him all the time. Don't let the moment be bigger than us. We're bigger than the moment.